Urgent report. Lieutenant Bawa Felician and other pro-Gbagbo military prisoners deported to secret locations. Since Friday morning, a new wave of repression has struck soldiers loyal to President Laurent Gbagbo. Lieutenant Bawa Felician and several pro-Gbagbo soldiers were forcibly taken from the Abidjan Penitentiary Complex, ex-Maka, and deported to unknown destinations. According to Tani Birahima Ouattara, younger brother of dictator Alassane Dramane Ouattara and current Minister of Defense, these soldiers stand accused of plotting with former Minister, Lida Kouassi Moise, to overthrow the regime. The regime's intelligence services claim these soldiers were planning to attack the Abidjan Penitentiary Complex, in order to free political prisoners and bolster the ranks of a so-called insurrectional movement. Still, according to this narrative, fabricated from start to finish, some leaders of the PPACI allegedly reached out to Burkinabe authorities, while logistical support was expected from Liberia to reinforce resistance in the West. These intelligence memos, concocted to justify repression, even point to an officer allegedly close to Captain Ibrahim Traoré, president of Burkina Faso's transition, said to be indirectly linked to Lida Kouassi. Upon hearing of this so-called plot, the regime of Alassane Ouattara, in full panic mode, immediately cancelled the opposition march planned for August 2, 2025, and launched a wave of mass arrests targeting Laurent Gbagbo supporters. The second phase of this macabre plan was even more cynical, to scatter and deport political and military prisoners into remote prisons across the country, far from their families, far from their lawyers, far from any oversight. Very soon, other soldiers still in barracks will suffer the same fate, arbitrary arrests and illegal detention. Today, surveillance has taken a chilling turn, wiretapping, tailing, spy drones. The regime, gripped by fear, relentlessly hunts down anyone who dares oppose its dictatorship. Ivorians, the hour is grave. The bloodthirsty regime of Alassane Dramane Ouattara is determined to cling to power at all costs: abductions, torture, deportations, assassinations. Nothing is too cruel for him. The central role of the spy Koni Khalil Ibrahim. For months, I have warned about the treacherous role of Koni Khalil Ibrahim, an infiltrated agent working for the intelligence services of Tani Birahima Ouattara. Dispatched among pro-Gbagbo circles, he posed as a persecuted man, claiming to command troops in the West, weaving ties of trust with political prisoners and officials of the PPACI, including Mr. Bill Daniel. But behind the mask, Koni Khalil Ibrahim was feeding all their secrets to the regime's intelligence services. Alas, my warnings went unheeded. The result, all the soldiers he infiltrated and manipulated are now deported and scattered across the country's prisons. Laurent Gbagbo's allies are being hunted like prey. History is repeating itself. After Lida Kouassi Moise, victim of this repressive machine, other opposition figures are now directly threatened, including Aniki Kobinan. The cruelty of Alassane Dramane Ouattara's regime knows no bounds. He has chosen terror, repression, and espionage against his own people. But let him know this: no dictatorship, no matter how bloody, can stand forever against the determination of a people rising to its feet. To fool us, while they're announcing the fourth term, they're arresting our comrades. They're arresting PDCI activists. They're arresting PPACI activists. They're putting them in prison. They think we're idiots. So, we'll give up the fourth term to negotiate and say, free Lida Kouassi Moise. Free Koni Abubakar. Free this, free that, and then we'll get lost in it. No. 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 We understand that. We understand that. We understand that. So, I would like to express our support, our backing for our friends who are in prison. We strongly support them. We are with them and we will do everything necessary to ensure their release. But we will not give up the fourth term for their release. Since he won't serve the fourth term, they will soon be released. But who deceived this gentleman into believing he could just show up and then suddenly say, Amadou Gon is dead, so I have to serve a third term? Then he comes back to say, since there's peace, since I'm working well, etc. Who told him that? Who told him that? Who told him that? Whoever told him that was kidding him, because he needs to know that a third term is illegal. But since it's already over, he'll just have to finish it. But, let's not dream. Let's not even dream, not even another term. No. 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 Exactly. Let's not dream. I say this for himself, for his local supporters here, and for his external supporters. So to be sure of serving his fourth term, Tiham, president of the PDCI, is removed from the electoral list. Bagbo Laurent, president of the PPACI, is removed from the list. Soro Guillaume is removed from the list. But, who told him that? Who teased him like that? Who teased him like that? You come, the two most important opposition parties, you remove their candidates and then you settle down. And life is good for you. Life is good. You move around. No. No. You mustn't dream. You mustn't dream. You mustn't dream. There will be no fourth term. There will be no fourth term. He arrests the Lida Kouassi and there are many people in prison. He arrests them, believing that we will abandon the problem of the fourth term to go and negotiate the release of our comrades. Our comrades, we demand their release today. We demand their release, but at the same time, we affirm today that there will be no fourth term. That's all. Chris Yapi does not lie. Find Chris Yapi on his 2 YouTube channels, his Rumble channel, his TikTok, X, Instagram, VK and Threads accounts.